Joanna of Bourbon, French, Jeanne de Bourbon, born on February 3, 1338, was a French noblewoman who became Queen of France as the wife of King Charles V, also known as Charles the Wise. Her life spanned a tumultuous period in French history marked by war, political upheaval, and dynastic challenges. She is remembered not only for her royal position but also for her influence on the French court and her role as a symbol of dynastic continuity and maternal strength. Early life and family background. Joanna was born into the powerful House of Bourbon, a cadet branch of the Capetian dynasty, in Vincennes, France. She was the daughter of Peter I, Duke of Bourbon, and Isabella of Valois, making her well connected within the French royal family. Her mother, Isabella, was the sister of King Philip VI of France, which made Joanna a first cousin of the future King John II of France, John the Good. Her noble lineage positioned her well for a prominent role in European politics, and from a young age, she was likely educated in courtly etiquette, religious duties, and the expectations of royal women, preparing her for a future marriage that would serve political alliances. Marriage to Charles V. In 1350, when Joanna was just 12 years old, she married Charles, Dauphin of France, the eldest son of King John II. Charles later became King Charles V in 1364, making Joanna the Queen of France. Their union was not only a dynastic match but also a marriage between cousins both descended from King Philip III of France, which was not uncommon among European royalty at the time. The marriage was reportedly affectionate, and Charles greatly valued Joanna's counsel and presence. Despite political pressures and personal turmoil, the couple remained loyal to one another, and Charles respected Joanna deeply. This relationship was somewhat rare in medieval royal courts, where marriages were often strictly political and devoid of emotional connection. Role as Queen of France. Joanna became queen consort upon Charles's coronation on May 19, 1364. Her role as queen was primarily ceremonial, but she also had an important social and symbolic presence. As queen, she took part in coronations, public processions, and charitable activities. Her piety, grace, and discretion earned her admiration among courtiers and the French people alike. Though queens had limited official power in medieval France, Joanna had significant behind-the-scenes influence at court. She was known to be a stabilizing figure and often acted as a mediator in political or familial disputes. Her presence helped uphold the image of royal dignity and moral strength, essential for maintaining the monarchy's legitimacy during times of crisis. Motherhood and dynastic legacy. Joanna bore 9 children, although only a few survived to adulthood. The most significant among them was Charles VI of France, who succeeded his father in 1380 at the age of 11. Joanna's role as mother to the future king was crucial, especially since Charles VI's reign was fraught with instability due to his later descent into madness. Other children of Joanna and Charles included Charles the Dauphin, who died young; Louis of Orleans, who became Duke of Orleans and was a key figure in French politics after his brother's mental decline; Isabella of Valois, who became a nun. Several children died in infancy or early childhood. Joanna's maternal instincts and influence were evident in her efforts to protect her children's interests and ensure a smooth succession after her husband's death. Unfortunately, the peace and stability she sought for her children were not fully realized, as France descended into internal strife and the continuation of the 100 Years' War. Health, mental illness, and challenges. Joanna's life was not without personal suffering. She reportedly suffered from periods of mental illness, a condition that was kept discreet at the time but later recorded by chroniclers. Her episodes of instability may have affected her ability to function in court at times, though she was generally seen as composed and devout in public. Her own mental health struggles are of particular note considering her son Charles VI also suffered from severe mental illness, leading modern historians to speculate on the possible hereditary nature of these conditions within the Valois-Bourbon line. Death and legacy. Joanna of Bourbon died on February 6, 1378, at the age of 40, likely due to complications from childbirth or illness. She was buried at the Basilica of Saint Denis, the traditional burial place of French royalty. Her death marked the end of a queen consort who had been both a supportive partner to her husband and a devoted mother to her children. Despite the limitations of her role, she played a significant part in the dynastic and political landscape of 14th-century France. Her legacy is most prominently reflected in her son, Charles VI, and her grandson Charles VII, who would eventually lead France to a significant revival during the latter stages of the 100 Years' War, with the help of figures like Joan of Arc. Conclusion. Joanna of Bourbon's life was emblematic of the duties and trials faced by royal women in medieval Europe. As queen, she balanced the expectations of piety, loyalty, and motherhood, while navigating personal and political hardships. Though her mental health may have posed challenges, her presence at court and influence on the royal family were vital in an era of great uncertainty. Her story is one of resilience, dignity, and quiet strength, a reflection of the enduring role Queen's consort played in shaping European history from behind the throne.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel.